Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to 10 Living Books. My name is Yari and today's video is gonna be my May TBR. It's been a while since I've done a TBR, so I'm excited to finally be doing one again. So yeah, let's just get started into what books I'm planning on reading in May. So the first book is my current read. So because I'm filming this May 11th. So technically it's the 11th because it's past midnight. So the first book is Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. I'm currently on page 211. So this book is about a girl named Theodosia, and her country of Astrea has been conquered by this other country called... Okay, so I'm editing this video right now, and I realized that I was talking about Ash Princess, the country that took over Astrea. It's actually called Calabaxia. I don't know what I was saying before, but yeah, ignore that. The name of the country is Calabaxia, and they're Calabaxians. That's what I was trying to say. So that's it. Back to the video. Called Caladosia, I think is what it's called. So her country of Astrea was conquered by the Caladosians 10 years ago. And this book picks up 10 years after Astrea has been conquered, and it tells the story of Theodosia. She's been held prisoner in her own, in the place where she grew up in, and now she has finally gotten enough, and she is now trying to find a way to take back her kingdom, to bring to help her people, and to finally not be enslaved to this other country. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm not sure why it's taking me so long to read it. I started a little bit like towards the end of April, and I'm almost halfway into it. I don't know why it's taking me so long, but it is enjoyable so far, and I'm excited to see what happens next. So yeah, that's the first book on my May TBR. The next book on my TBR is The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This will be a reread for me. I read this, I think it was pretty close to when it came out, which it was a couple years ago. But since the movie is coming out on the 17th of May, I wanted to reread this so I could have the story fresh in my mind. And so when I go see the movie, I can compare the movie to the book and see, like, you know, my thoughts and feelings on on the movie adaptation. So if you don't know, this book is about a girl named Natasha who her family is about to be deported back to Jamaica, and she's trying to fight this because when her parents brought her to America, to New York, she was really little, so pretty much all she knows her whole life has been living in New York. So she's trying to fight to not be deported back to Jamaica because that isn't home to her. She wants to stay in New York. And this also follows a boy named Daniel, who is on his way to I think it's like a college interview for like a medical program, and his parents really want him to take this path and to become a doctor. But in his heart, he's a poet. He loves writing poetry, and that's really what he wants to do. But that won't cut it for his parents. So he's going to this interview to please them. And when he's on his way to this interview, he pretty much saves Natasha from getting hit by a car. And that's where our story really begins. And they go on this journey around the city. Pretty much Daniel trying to make, because Daniel, he's like, the way he's described, let's see. Yeah, so the way he's described is being a dreamer, and Natasha is so much the opposite. She's more like, you know, facts. And he's like, he like believes in love at first sight, and she's like, no, that's not a thing. So they're like the complete opposite, and then they go on this journey within 12 hours in New York going to all these different places and just getting to know each other, and Daniel trying to convince Natasha that that I guess like that true love exists. But there's so much more to this story. What I love the most about this book is that it's in multiple perspectives, and we get to like read from the perspectives of different individuals that Natasha and Daniel run into during their little like, I don't want to say rendezvous, during their little like adventure in New York. And we get to see how we just get to see like their perspective and to learn more about the people that they're interacting with, as well as both of their families. So yeah, that's one of the aspects that I really loved about the book, and I'm really interested to see how they're gonna portray that in the movie. But yeah, enough rambling about The Sun's Also a Star. The next book on my May TBR is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I think it's her last name. So this is Poland Bananas Books from YouTube here on BookTube. And this is a contemporary novel. It's her debut novel, contemporary, about a girl named Shane who she's in college. And so it's described as she's been doing college all wrong, because all she does is go to class, gets good grades. On the weekends she goes back home, and she has no friends in college. But she realized, like, I don't want this to be my college experience. So she decides to do college all over again, but better. Hence the title. So she decides to take a semester in London, and that's where our story begins, I guess. Yeah, so that's like the main premise of the book. And I really wanted to read this book because I followed her journey writing this book through her writing updates that she would post on her channel. And it's really cool to see her whole journey of writing this book, starting off with her first draft all the way to this final physical copy. Yeah, it's just so cool to like see the whole process and journey from first draft, like from writing the first draft to this physical copy that I now have. And yeah, I'm super excited to get to this month. The next book I'm planning on reading in May is Four Dead Queens by Astrid Schultz. I think is how you say her name. So I've had this book on my TBR, not my TBR, but I've had this book in mind to read for a while. So right now I don't remember a lot about what it's about. I do know that it's pretty much there's four dead queens, and these two characters have to, I think, figure out what happened to these queens and who killed them. So basically the tagline for this book is one big lie, two forbidden romances, 3 days to catch a killer. So they I guess had to, I don't know if this one person killed all these four queens or what happened. I'll find out once I read the book. But yeah, so it's kind of like a whodunit kind of book with a bit of romance thrown into it. So yeah, I'm excited to read this as well. And look, it has deckled edges. I'm one of the people who loves deckled edges. I don't mind them at all. But yeah, it's another book I'm planning on reading in May. The next and final book on my May TBR, this book I'm hoping to get through. My plan is just to read, because it's a short story collection. My plan is just to like read it here and there throughout the month. And that book is Broken Throne by Victoria Aveyard. So yeah, like I said, this is a short story collection, and it takes place in the Red Queen world, and I've read all of the Red Queen books, the series. Let me move this camera. I'll show you. They're right there. So yeah, I've read the entire series, so I'm excited to read this. The first two short stories I've already read because they were published before in like a little like book. So I've read them before, but I'm still planning on rereading them. in this copy because I actually, when I read those short stories, I read it from a library copy. So I think I'm gonna annotate this. Yeah. So these short stories, like, they take, some stories are in the past, some are in the future, like what's happening with the characters past War Storm, the last book in the Red Queen series. So I'm really excited, or like in some of them things was like during the series. So I'm really excited to dive into this and just find out more things about the Red Queen world. And this book is really cool. Like, first off, end papers, gorgeous, and there's like a lot of pictures, not pictures, but like maps. This is a map, but this is like a family tree type of deal. Yeah, there's like maps in here. I'm like showing real quick because I don't know. So I want you to have, but yeah, there's like maps and stuff. And what's so cool, I'll show you real quick because no spoilers. The font is purple. Like the entire book, the text is purple, and I'm like, that's so cool. I don't know why I find that so cool, but I find it really cool that the font is purple. The entire book, it may be a little bit difficult to read because it's kind of on the lighter side. It's not like lilac or anything, it's purple. It's a dark purple, but on these pages it looks kind of light. So I'm a little worried that may be a little difficult to read. It shouldn't be, I don't think so. What do you think? I've never read a book where the text is not black, so that's new to me. Yeah, so I'm really excited to get to this book as well. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna be reading it like here and there throughout the month. Yeah, I'll read you the little, it's not a tag, I guess the tagline is in the back. So this little like clay on the back, I'll read you that. So this says, "This war is far from over, and my job is far from done." And then it says, "Before, during, after, a collection of Red Queen stories and artifacts." I think this book is gonna be so interesting to read. I'm so excited for it. Honestly, I'm so excited. Wow, that's it. I've been stacking all the books over here, and that's a stack. So yeah, that's all the books I'm planning on reading in May. I'm super excited about all of them, and I can't wait to get to all of these books. Yay! I'm super excited about my reread of The Sun's Also a Star because I read this a while ago. But yeah, how many times am I gonna say I'm super excited? I'm so excited. Yeah, which I'm glad because I feel like I haven't been this excited about reading in like a few months. So I'm glad that I'm like, have this feeling again. But yeah, let me quit babbling. Like always, like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't yet, subscribe so you become a member of our little family here on Tangled Up in Books. And as always, all of our social media links will be linked down below in the description box, so you can go down there and follow us on all of our social media stuff. So yeah, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, especially everyone who got to this end part, and I'll catch you guys here next time on Tangled Up in Books.